What's going on, RotoBallers? Dave here, and the NFL Draft is a month away, which means it's time to talk about everyone's favorite position group in fantasy football, the running backs. Here are our top 10 rookie running back rankings from RotoBaller's own award-winning rankers. Let's get into it, shall we? I get to talk about a name I haven't gotten to talk too much about this offseason. At number 10, it's Harvey. Probably not hearing this guy's name a ton because of his smaller size, but dude can flat out fly. Fourth fastest 40 time. I love the Keaton Mitchell comps he's getting. I feel like the Devon Achane comps he's getting are a little rich, but that doesn't mean Mike McDaniel won't absolutely run up to draft this guy. He's like, can I just have 5 of the fastest running backs in the entire world? I'll do it. And they can all be 5'6". Moving on to number 9, you want a little more size? How about Devin Neal? This is a guy who I look at, no incredibly special trait. He just does everything really good. He's got the size. He's totally the archetype back to be a 3-down back, which in fantasy equals fantasy points. So if a very good team or a good, running team, should I say, Broncos, Cowboys, Browns come to mind, draft this guy, we could be seeing some year one production in fantasy football. That's why our rankers have him as the number 9 rookie running back. Number 8, very polarizing player. Fun name, Cam Skattebo. I've seen this guy as high as number 2 on people's consensus big boards as far as running backs are concerned. And it's because I feel like this guy, there's no middle ground. Like either Cam Skattebo is going to go and take the NFL by storm, or he's going to be a special teamers who gets cut after year 1. Like there's no middle ground here with this guy. 'Tis the life of a white running back in the NFL. All right, let's hit tier 3. We have Dylan Sampson, whose 22 tutties and straight line speed will not be ignored in the NFL and should not be ignored in fantasy either. And then we have Bashaw Tutin, who is giving Isaiah Pacheco vibes to me, but he's like twice as fast. I mean, dude, he was literally the fastest running back at the combine, and he's soaring up draft boards just as fast. So I feel like this dude, Bashaw, is absolutely like the X factor in this draft as far as running backs. He could be a name we see picked well ahead of some other backs. We've seen it before. Speed wins in these NFL drafts. It gets people's attention. This dude could be a problem, especially if he gets to the second level. Apparently, Caleb Johnson deserves a tier of his own according to our rankers, and I agree. When I look at Caleb, I see a very well-rounded back who I'm dying to get on the Broncos, Browns. Like, let's just see what happens for fantasy's sakes, right? All right, which means it's time for our top 4. But before I hit you with those, why don't you go ahead and smash that sub button and give us a like. And also throw in your comments your top 10 rookie running back rankings. All right, moving down, 3 and 4, we have both Ohio State backs. I mean, you can flip these any way you want. Pick your poison. The way our rankers have it is first Quinshon Judkins, then Henderson. Both these backs are electric. They both offer, a little something else. They're both really, really fast. I was actually surprised that Henderson was a little faster than Judkins in his 40 time. They both show a ton of speed on tape. I think they're both going to be fantasy options depending on where they land. All right. Number 2 is my guy. I've been talking about him all off season. Omarion Hampton, way before the hype. He's now everybody's consensus number 2. He's our number 2 ranked running back. I love this dude. I love the Ramondre Stevenson comps. He runs hard. He's hard to bring down. He's a big dude who runs a 4.46. I think he's going to be drafted in the first round. I think he could be drafted in the first 20 picks. We're already getting like Bears rumors, which I don't think Ben Johnson's crazy enough to do that at pick 10. But if the Bears trade back, they don't like who's on the board, I could see it. And then unless you've been living under a rock, you know who our number 1 is. It's Ashton Jeanty. We've heard a lot of comparisons with this guy. Honestly, when I see this guy run because of his size, I'm thinking like that amazing year Devonta Freeman had. For us old dudes, like this is like a little thinner MJD. No offense, that dude had tree trunks for legs. But yeah, I don't think this guy's getting outside the top 10. He sure ain't slipping past the Bears. I think the Raiders snag him. I think the Cowboys could move up to snag him. I think he's going to be absolutely a day one starter and a top 12 fantasy football pick come these summer drafts. You can put that on the board. Those are our top 10. Who you got? Throw it in the comments, and I'll see you next week.